Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be chatting to you guys a little bit about eyebrows, and the reason being is because I posted a picture on Instagram. I will pop the picture up here now just to show you guys what picture I'm talking about if you don't already follow me on there. But I showed you guys a transformation picture of my eyebrows, and my eyebrows were really thin about 2 months ago. As you can see from the top picture, my eyebrows were really thin. They had a little bit of thickness towards the inner corner of my brow, but the rest of it was very thin because I used to go for them really arched Instagram kind of brows. As my taste in makeup grows, I just end up preferring much more to go for a more natural, softer, more fluffy brow. The kind of brow that I'm wearing today, I'm wearing a bit more eye makeup, so my brows are a little bit stronger, but from a day-to-day wear, just being able to brush a little bit of colour through them, or just a bit of a brow mascara or something like that, I love that kind of look, and I just love when the hairs all kind of flick upwards and it just looks really nice and natural. That is my kind of preference now. So you guys really wanted me to talk about how I grew them so quickly. So I started to grow them from mid-January up until now. I'm still growing them out. I'm not happy with my brows yet, but because they grew so rapidly, everyone was like, I need to know what you did. Just a little disclaimer, I did not do anything revolutionary that's going to change your life. I mean, I wish there was a little potion or trick that you could apply onto your eyebrows and then it would just come out, but that is just not going to happen. So far, we have not found anything that could do that. I just used some really simple techniques, and I just thought I'd explain to you guys what I done because you guys really wanted to see it. What worked for me may not necessarily work for you as quickly or as efficiently. It may work a little bit, may help out, but it might not work as well as it did for me. Because we all have our own growth cycle, something that worked for me may have been much more rapid and quicker than it would be for you. So the first tip that I have for you is something that we are all too stubborn to listen to when we are trying to grow our eyebrows out. Do not touch your eyebrows. It may sound stupid, it may sound obvious, you are going to want to pluck them back to your natural shape. If you are not going to touch your eyebrows yourself and you're going to get them done by a professional, the best thing to do is to listen to their advice. They are going to shape your brows at the end of the day. They're most likely going to pick the shape for your eyebrows, and it's best to listen to them. If they tell you not to touch them, just try your best not to touch them. If there's a hair like down here, you know that's not going to be useful in creating your shape, but when you start to pluck them out, it gets so tempting to go up and up and up, and then you end up affecting the shape that could potentially be a better shape for your face when you are growing them out. There are a couple of things that you can do to prevent yourself from being tempted, to prevent them from looking more obvious. There are things you can do, but the best thing is to try and leave them as much as possible. Next, there are a couple of remedies that you can do that will help the hair growth to kind of come through. It helps the hair to feel more healthy, so in that sense they're not going to break. It makes your hairs feel nice and thick. This may work for you, it may not work for you. It is completely down to your body type and the way that your hair grows. But what I did do is I was exfoliating my eyebrows as much as I could, and not too harshly. You want to make sure that you're not exfoliating too harshly, because obviously if you're exfoliating, it's going to pull extra hairs out and you don't want that. So what I would do is when I would exfoliate my face, so I exfoliate my face 2 to 3 times a week, I would take that exfoliator and just rub it over the eyebrows very, very gently. You don't want to rub, otherwise again it's just going to take out hairs that aren't ready to come out. So you just want to very gradually go back and forth, getting any of the hairs that are kind of dead and they're ready to come out, and that will promote their next hair growth to come through. I don't know if any of you ever have this, but I sometimes get little ingrown hairs, very small, but they turn into spots, and I sometimes get them around my eyebrow area, and that's from plucking and removing hairs, and when the hair grows back, it grows bent, and that stops the hair growth from coming through, and that creates a spot, and that sometimes happens around my eyebrow area. Because I have curly hair, my eyebrows are also curly and they just kind of curl inwards. It's just going to help the surface of the eyebrow to be nice and smooth. All the pores are going to be unblocked, everything's going to be unblocked, especially the hair follicles where they're all kind of blocked, and that will just promote hair growth even more. So that really helped for me. I noticed a big difference when I was doing that. When I first wanted to start growing out my eyebrows, just before about 2 months ago, I asked my followers on Instagram what I should do, and a couple of you guys were saying to use a clear mascara wand or a spoolie or something like that and apply coconut oil, and I think it was another oil onto it. I can't remember exactly what it was. They were just saying to apply oils and to brush it through the brows, and that would promote the hair growth. So I definitely gave it a try throughout the beginning of me growing out my eyebrows. So the first month I started doing that, ended up using coconut oil and argan oil, and that was just kind of making my hair really nice and thick. I would apply the coconut oil onto my eyebrows before I went to bed. They say to also apply it onto your eyelashes as well. Eyebrow hairs itself, they're like thin hairs, like they feel thin, whereas obviously some people's hair, they do feel thick and coarse, whereas my eyebrows are not like that. They don't have a natural texture of feeling thick, so I did feel them start to feel thicker when I started doing this, and it does improve thickness when they feel thicker. Obviously they start to look more full. Yeah, I just really found a difference with the coconut oil. It did really help. They did also say another oil as well that did help. I think it was cod liver oil or something like that, but I didn't end up using that. But just the main thing out of all of this is to just let them grow. Like, let them grow into the natural shape. Obviously you can remove the tiny little hairs, but nothing too drastic. I literally did not touch the top. I didn't touch the top at all. I only literally took a couple of ones here and there. There are vitamins you can take as well for skin, hair and nails. I didn't feel like I really needed to do that, but you can go ahead and do that if you wanted to. Guys, even though this was a really easy video, I just wanted to tell you guys because you guys really wanted to know what steps I took to growing out my eyebrows. Unfortunately, at the moment, there is no secret magic thing that can make them grow within a week or anything like that. But I just found that being consistent with it, just doing the same thing over and over again, and I really did see a difference. Just be disciplined, try and forget about the brows because you got to remember the outcome. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. I'm going to be doing a eyebrow tutorial as well. I'm going to film it and I will have it up soon. And I'm going to show you guys how I like to naturally fill in my eyebrows, and then I'll also do a more dramatic one as well. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. My social media links are down below, so if you don't follow me on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook, then please do check the description box because they are all down there, and we can chat and we can talk and we can be friends. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in my next video and I will talk to you later. Bye! Mwah.